Welcome to SUPRS Live. This is a Super Modified Ultimate Pavement Series, and we are at the big, bad, bodacious banks of Bristol Motor Speedway for the Wing Side Up Twin 25s. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm Bob Ganger. I'll be your host tonight on the SUPRS Broadcasting Network. We are back from break. Hope everybody enjoyed their Thanksgiving. I know it was very enjoyable in Indiana with family, and certainly had some good things going on there. Before we get much further, we want to remind you that the Super Modified Ultimate Pavement Racing Series, or SUPRS, is not your average sim racing league or gaming clan. We do things to help other people. The Dion Parish Memorial Benevolent Fund was put in place to help injured super modified drivers, and all your donations go to help injured super modified racers. We support the Real Super Modified division and all the tracks that run them. And because today is Giving Tuesday, we sure would like to see you make a donation to the Super Modified Ultimate Pavement Racing Series. And you can do that by going to supers.net and clicking the Donate tab right up at the top. Also in our main navigation now, down the sidebar, all kinds of ways for you to make even a $1 donation to the Dion Parish Memorial Benevolent Fund. Remember, Giving Tuesday, it's more important than Black Friday or Cyber Monday or Cyber Week, helping other people out. So you have that opportunity throughout the race here tonight. Let's talk a little bit about our last race now. Before we went on break, we do this because we think it's important to spend time with family and friends during the holidays especially. And our last race was the 15th annual turkey shoot at Memphis Motor Speedway. Brad Keyser came home the winner at that big 3/4 mile in Memphis, Tennessee. Keith Powell second. His teammate, Steady Steve Callahan, had a heck of a battle with Keith at the end of the race, and he ended up coming home in third place. Brad won a Burgers Smokehouse turkey for Thanksgiving. You can learn more about Burgers Smokehouse by going to smokehouse.com. But what Brad did was certainly could have been done on Giving Tuesday, but he gave his turkey up to injured super modified driver Jeff Russell of Boise, Idaho. Jeff injured in a crash at Las Vegas Motor Speedway's Bull Ring in 2010 as part of the SMRA Night of Fire. Brad gave that up to that family for their Thanksgiving dinner to help them as Jeff continues to heal from traumatic brain injury at the Bull Ring. You can learn more about Jeff Russell when you go to ofracing.com. As one of the great, just kind, wonderful families of Super Modified Racing. If you don't know anything about Super Modifieds, you can go to Jeff's site, see pictures of Jeff when he was healthy and racing, and learn more about his road to recovery from traumatic brain injury that was incurred at that accident in 2010. And of course, Jeff is just one of the drivers that SUPRS has helped through the years through the Dion Parish Memorial Benevolent Fund for Super Modifieds. Speaking of learning about real Super Modified racing, you can go to supers.net, click the About tab, and we'll tell you about the ultimate short track race car. Why do we call them that? Well, they're with radical offset engines, 18-inch offset chassis, and just big block engines, 900 horsepower, lightweight, 1,850 pounds. There's nothing like them in the world. We don't call them the fastest short track cars in the world because the pavement sprint cars with wings are lay claim to that. But we certainly do say they are the ultimate short track race car. Faster than Indy cars on the mile at Phoenix International Speedway on the straightaways. So go to supers.net, click the About tab, then click Learn About Super Modified Race Cars, and we'll put you right through Super Modified 101. You'll be an expert by the time you read that and be able to know a little bit more about that. Hey, welcome in to everybody who tuned in on Twitch tonight. If you're a follower, we'd love, or if you're not a follower, you're just a viewer, we'd love for you to hit that follow button. We're at 44 followers, and we would like to hit 50 as we can become an affiliate with Twitch and bring you even better broadcasts. Well, let's talk a little bit about tonight's Wing Side Up Twin 25s at Bristol Motor Speedway. This race started way back in 2004 when SUPRS started, and it was a way for to try to emulate the golden days of super modified racing through the 70s and 80s and even into the 90s when they ran at tracks like Winchester Speedway in Indiana and Salem Speedway, Toledo Speedway, Dayton, Ohio Speedway, all those big, fast, high banked racetracks, half mile in length, where the supers really showed their mettle. And I'm going to tell you something. If you were able to race there and suck it up and just man up and go balls to the wall, let me tell you, being able to keep it off the wall at those tracks was just an accomplishment, let alone winning. And so we try to emulate that through Bristol Motor Speedway. Tonight, we're running the rFactor platform with the Wing Super Modifieds, and then we're going to switch to the NASCAR Heat platform for the second race of the night, which should start just around 9:30. With the non-wing super modifieds. Through the years of the supers racing on those big banks in Indiana and Ohio, most of the time they were non-wing cars. But then in 2011 and 12, the must-see racing super modifieds put the wings on for the first time ever at Winchester Speedway, and track records were obliterated. So we didn't do that tonight in time trials, but we sure did have some fast drivers out there, including Brad Keyser with an 11.532. So put that in perspective, if you're a sim racer, what your sim racing machines do at Bristol Motor Speedway. I know a lot of you race there. 11.532 for the mighty super modified of Brad Keyser out of Liverpool, New York. Well, tonight, folks, we'll be seeing the rFactor deal. And just to bring you up to speed a little bit, we'll be taking a quick break between the rFactor race and the NASCAR Heat race. We'll let you know when that is. We don't want you to go anywhere. We want you to enjoy both shows tonight because they are both very unique and very different types of driving for the two different types of cars. The rFactor race, you're going to see the guys really going hammer down, and the wings will keep the cars glued to the racetrack. And then the NASCAR Heat race with the non-wing cars, just like the real super modifieds, they dance around a little bit more. The NASCAR Heat race, it's a little bit more like an arcade type of a platform, a little bump and hero there. But ultimately, you do damage on the race car, and it's going to go a lot slower. So these guys are going to be trying to go open wheel to open wheel and Nerf bar to Nerf bar out there tonight and put on a show for you. So watch for that. We've got several former winners of the Wing Side Up Twin 25s. Nobody has won it more than 5 times. And we've got a 5-time winner here tonight, Rocket Rob Warren. He will be going for a record-setting 6th win, trying to break the tie he has with Supers champion John Davidson. So watch for the number 35 of Rob Warren. Also on the track tonight, Steady Steve Callahan, a winner here in 2017 in a Wing Super Modified. Steve has 2 to his credit. Bob Gangwer with 2. And then we've got several single winners out there. Keith Powell's here with us tonight in the number 41 Mayfield Missile. Nelson Rodriguez here as well out of Stoughton, Massachusetts. He has 1 win, and Brad Keyser won here last year in the Wing Super Modified. Hey, this is the first time since 2014 that NASCAR Heat has been used for this race, and the first time since 2011 that the NASCAR Heat non-wing mod has been run. So many of these guys have never run the NASCAR Heat version of the Super Modifieds at Bristol Motor Speedway. You'll have to keep an eye on that. That will make it very exciting. Well, we are looking down the pits. We've got some fast race cars coming in late tonight. The 22 is Zach Sears out of Round Lake Beach, Illinois. He'll be competing with us. Rocket Rob Warren, there you see the 35. Rob, the current point leader, your reigning Supers champion, 500 starts, over 120 wins, the all-time Supers winner in the number 35. Keith Powell in that beautiful orange and yellow Mayfield Missile icings on top, number 41. We've got Steady Steve Callahan in here tonight. We've got some Ohio drivers, New York drivers, California here for the second race as well. So we're going to get ready to let them roll here at the big, bad, bodacious banks of Bristol Motor Speedway for the Wing Side Up Twin 25s.